We need an identifier to make advertising work, be it for an application, for an account, for a device. There must be some sort of ID in order to figure out that what I showed on one device was successful at some later point in time. And that's how all marketing works. I think that there's a debate going on right now between the consumer's confusion between a personally identifiable identifier, their identity and who they are, and the anonymous use of this information where it is not joined to their identity. I think the latter is going to be very useful for prospecting. The former is very useful for an opt-in type of CRM arrangement.
There's definitely data gaps in terms of if someone, for us, if someone sees an ad online and then goes into one of our shops, then we, being able to connect those dots. We're used to operating in an online world where so much is trackable and you can see all the analytics behind everything. It spoils you, but the reality is most word of mouth is still happening offline. The reality is that there's so much data that's out there that we can't track anyway. Sometimes I think it gets a little overly complex, at least for a growing company like Bonobos, where we're not at the P&G scale of companies that are able to digest all of this data.
Some of the challenges today is these different devices have different forms of anonymous identifiers. And even the identifiers don't often refer to the same individual. So in television in a house, it's not necessarily an individual user, whereas most often a mobile device is tied to a single person. So the common identifier that does go across all these different devices is actually geography, and this is where I think Foursquare is in a great position to be able to provide the analytics. Geography is one of the things we've used internally to actually stitch together TV with PC with video to see what is that multi-touch attribution and driving success metric for our customers.
If you look at kind of what's going on with mobile, location is that cookie. Location tells us a lot of things about someone, right? If someone is nearby a particular store, and certainly then we can layer in some other social data that we know about that person. Have they been there before? Do their friends go there? And that tells us a lot about people, where they've actually voted with their feet. They've been to these particular places.